Hello everybody, I'm Adam, and let me briefly introduce our project to you, which we've been working on with Marcel. Since we're both business students, we wanted to tackle a problem that has something to do with the underlying business logics. So we looked at the logistics industry a bit broader and ended up with maritime logistics as our main topic, which it turned out we both have a secret love for. So as you might imagine, razors, no. As you might imagine, margins are razor thin, not razors are margin thin. Margins are razor thin in the maritime shipping industry. And it turns out that one of the reasons is the extreme cost of ship downtimes, which is due to the fact that the spare parts, the availability of spare parts is indeed very crucial. Because imagine if you have a shipping company like this, and you have a ship like this, and the ship is broken down, and you need to repair that ship, and all those containers in the ship have to wait until your vessel's ready to go again. Of course, these ships carry some of the most crucial spare parts with them on board, and the entire spectrum cannot be covered. They cannot take another ship with them on board. So when a ship's broken down, you need to provide for the spare parts. And if the spare parts are not available right on time, the spare parts have to be shipped from the warehouse of the supplier, which can be miles or even continents away, causing you tremendous costs, of course. And the time is ticking. Ship downtimes can reach up to $12 million per downtime. So there's a huge market out there. And in fact, we calculated it to be around $14 billion annually for the size of the spare parts market. And there's tremendous room for improvement. And on the other hand, there's 3D printing, a technology that has evolved during the last few years to be by today readily available for manufacturing large pieces with very high precision. Moreover, due to the way the pieces are manufactured layer by layer, they allow for bespoke, new, lighter weight structures. And it's not the future anymore. There are 3D printing service providers all across the world for other industries, and the materials that are 3D printable today include various kinds of alloys and metal, which are, of course, crucial for the shipping industry. So here comes the question, if it's so good, why is it not around anymore in the shipping industry, in the maritime industry? What's missing? We found two key reasons for that. First of all, maritime industry players, it would be just simply too costly for them to build their own 3D printing networks, be it their own devices or a network of 3D printing providers with whom they contact individually. And on the other hand, the 3D printing industry players simply just lack the industry knowledge of the maritime industry to join this field, which would be crucial to join this field. So to tackle these issues, we propose a business model, a service model, to bring about finally 3D printing to the maritime industry. In a nutshell, this model would aggregate all the demand and the supply, the shipping companies and the 3D printing service providers, and provide a global network for them. And second, it would be a think tank that would aim for co-developing the 3D printable, actually printable spare parts together with the industry players. And third, it would apply quality validation to assure that all the 3D printers who join the network are of sufficient quality, and also intellectual property rights protection to verify and secure the contribution so that all those patterns are not getting stolen. And the added value of such a service model would be twofold. First of all, it would enable the superiority of 3D printing for the maritime industry, the reduced lead times of ship repair, the bespoke parts, lighter weight structures, and the cost advantage that you don't have to buy in batches. You can just order a single piece. And it would create a one-stop shop where these ship line companies don't have to connect many, many parties, just only one, us, the company, and they gain access to a worldwide network of quality validated 3D printers. So back to the example of you owning a huge ship that's not ready to go. And instead of you having to order a spare part from a warehouse that's continents away, air freight, tremendous costs, long days, you can just contact our service, saving you days, saving you contracts, and in the end, saving you millions of dollars. Thank you. This would be our solution.